Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dazzie's Comic Book Collections Showcase Episode 3. And today I'm going to be showing you my Green Lantern keys. Yeah, I'm slowly going through the Justice League members in my PC. I start with Batman, then I moved on to Superman. I've got quite a few Green Lantern keys to show you guys. Let's get into the books. A lot of these you won't have seen before. Starting with volume 2 of the Green Lantern. And this is some early Silver Age. This is my earliest key in my collection. This is Green Lantern issue number 21. Pretty high grade book. I picked this up in Birmingham for £18.50. And this was in 2018. This is the first appearance and origin of Dr. Polaris, who is Neil Emerson. Also the first appearance of Christine Ferris. Then we move on to issue number 23. This is pretty low grade, pretty beat up, but I only paid £7 for this, and I bought this way back in 2016. This is the first appearance and origin of the Tattoo Man, Abel Tarrant. There is a version of the Tattoo Man currently in Black Lightning. It's also the first appearance of the Wasp Gang, Lee Care and Zorks. And then we move on to issue number 43. And this is the first appearance of this villain, Major Disaster, who is Paul Brooker. I paid £10.30 for this. It's mid-ish grade, probably about a 4. And I bought this way back in 2016. Like I said, £10.30. We jump up a little bit now to a 30-cent issue. And this is Green Lantern, co-starring the Green Arrow. Issue number 90. And this is the first Mike Grell art on the series. I'm a big Green Arrow fan. It was actually Green Arrow that got me into this fantastic hobby. The Arrow show, of course. Green Arrow has just died in the crisis. So I'm a little bit sad about that. Then we move on to issue 122. And you don't get, like I said before, you can find a lot of Marvel pence copies, but not too many DC. This is Green Lantern, Green Arrow. 15p is the price point, and this is issue 122. This is the last Green Arrow team up in the series. I paid £11. I paid £2.99 for that in 2016. That previous issue I paid £6.99 for. Then moving on, Green Lantern, issue 141. Again, a pence variant. And this is a pretty key book. This is the first appearance of the Omega Men team. We've got first appearance of Auron, Brute, Demonia, Harpis, Callista, Nimbus, Primus, and Tigor. Pretty cool book, that one. I think I've seen them in animated form. I think they were in the Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Then moving on, issue 148. And this is another key. This is the first appearance of Chip, or CHP. He's a Green Lantern. I think he looks like a chipmunk. I think he was in the Green Lantern movie. And he was also, an Imaginext figure. They made a little figure out of him. Moving on, and we're sticking with the Bronze Age with issue 149. And this is the first appearance of Salak, another Green Lantern. A lot of these Green Lanterns were characters in my encyclopedias. Happy to tick them off. Then moving on to a rather beat up issue 155. And this is the first appearance of Two-Bean, another Green Lantern, Two-Bean. This is a cool book. This is Green Lantern issue 165. Now this is the first time that Green Arrow teams up with John Stewart. Of course, John Stewart is getting talked up massively to be in an upcoming Green Lantern project, both on HBO and in the movies. Paid £2.50 for that. Most of these books now are in around about the £2 to £3 range. This is a good key book going forwards. Of course, we are getting a new Suicide Squad movie, and that comes from Gunn, Mr. Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy. And I like the lineup he's putting together for this new Suicide Squad team. And one of the characters is this character in issue 173. The first appearance of Javelin. Javelin, yeah. He's going to be in the Suicide Squad movie. We've also got the first appearance of April O'Rourke and Jack Ramirez in this issue. Look out for this one. A good book going forwards. And then we move on to issue 176. Sorry, I paid £4 for that last one, £4.10. Issue 176. And this is the first appearance of a team called the Demolition Team. And they were actually in the Arrow TV show. We've got Rosie the Riveter, Hard Hat, Jackhammer, Scoop Shovel, Steamroller. And we've also got the first appearance of Tony Young in this book. Only paid £1 for that. Up next, issue 192, my final issue of that run. And this is the first full modern appearance and origin of Star Sapphire, Carol Ferris. I missed out on the very first appearance of Star Sapphire the other day in the Silver Age. And then we move on to the next volume of Green Lantern. And we start with, from January 1992, Green Lantern issue number 20. And this is the first appearance of Boudica. And Boudica was also in that Green Lantern movie. I actually enjoyed the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. I know a lot of people did not. We've also got the first appearance of Amanita, Quorn, and Flicker. Just characters in my encyclopedias. This was a cool one. I met the great Ron Mars, who did a lot of work on the Green Lantern run, and I got him to sign. Yeah, he wrote this issue, Green Lantern issue 50, a nice key issue. The first appearance of Parallax in this one, but Parallax is played by Howard Jordan in this. Of course, how Parallax appeared in the Green Lantern movie. So it's the first appearance of the Guardians of the Universe group, the second appearance of Kyle Rayner, and the first appearance as the fifth Green Lantern, replacing Hal Jordan. Pretty great. It was a pretty great issue, this one, to read, actually. It had the death of Kilowog in this, and the death of the Guardians of Oa, and Sinestro bit the dust. Now, I got this signed in 2019, as you can see here, from Ron Mars. Signed a lot of good books for me, and very good to chat to. Highly recommend meeting Ron Mars if you get a chance. Then another one I got signed from Ron was Green Lantern issue 71. This is the first cameo appearance right at the end of Graven. Also the first appearance of Cynthia. Got a really nice signature. And he also signed issue 82 for me. Down here, first cameo appearance of Fatality, who was Yura Sinral. Darkstar died in this issue. Again, paid very little for these, £1 to £2. Issue 110 was also signed by Ron. And this is the first appearance of Effigy, who is Martin Van Wyck. Paid less than £1 for that one. And then we move on to the Green Lantern run from 2005. And we start with an issue from May, and that is number 10. And this is the first appearance of Arkillo. Also the first appearance of the Yellow Lantern's Corpse, Igneous Man, and Manticore. £1 for that. And then we move on to issue 18 of that run. And pound again. This is the first appearance of the Star Sapphire 6, who is Gillian Perlman. Also the first appearance of Despotelis, who was a Yellow Lantern, and Lissa Drack. The 5th Star Sapphire died in this issue, as did the Green Lantern Remus. And then we move on to issue number 20. This is the first appearance of the Star Sapphire Corps and the Yellow Lantern Bedvodion. Nice key issue next. I sold one of these the other day. And this is Green Lantern issue 25. I only paid 50p for this, believe it or not. And that was in the middle of 2018. This is the first appearance of Atrocitus, Larfleeze, the Black Lantern Corps, the Blue Lantern Corps, the Indigo Tribe, the Orange Lantern Corps, the Red Lantern Corps, the Blue Lantern Corps. So many first appearances in this book, but like I say, the main ones are Atrocitus and Larfleeze. I expect to see them in the Green Lantern universe again soon. And we move on to issue 26. And this is the first appearance of the Alpha Lanterns team. Boudica, Chaselon, Green Man, Kraken and Varix. Moving on once again to issue 28 from 2008. And the first appearance of Atros and the Red Lantern Lyra Amato. The death of the Quill of the 5 Inversions. And then we move on to the new 52 Green Lantern run. And first is issue 0. And this is the origin of the 6th Green Lantern, who is Simon Baz. I've got the first appearance of Simon Baz as well. And I think it's a free giveaway. Now Simon Baz becomes the 6th Green Lantern in this issue. So it's a good one to have. I expect to see Simon Baz down the line as well. And then I had this issue, but then I found the rarer version. This is Green Lantern issue number 1. And this one is recalled due to this teardrop. I don't know how many of you guys know about that. I only paid £1 for it. But this one can go for 30 or 40 on a good day. It was recalled due to the teardrop shaped discoloration on the cover. Is a regular Ivan Reyes cover. And then we skip to issue 20. And I paid £1 for this, believe it or not. This is the first mention of Jessica Cruz. Her hand is actually shown in a panel. So whether you take that as her first cameo, I don't know. It's also the first appearance of the Black Lantern, Hal Jordan. The first appearance of Bofunga, the Unrelenting. And Green Lanterns, Snow, Topris. And the first appearance of Martin Jordan Jr., son of Hal and Carol. A real good book going forward, that one. This one can be quite pricey on a good day. It's a £20 book sometimes. That's the only copy of that I've ever found. Up next, issue 21, and my final issue of the run. And this is the first appearance of the Relic. And Green Lanterns, Cosite and Gazelle. 2/6, Priximian Null Alge. And then we move on to the Green Lantern issue number 1. And I think this is the most recent series. And this is the first appearance of the Antimatter Lantern, Hal Jordan. And new Green Lanterns, Maxim Tox, Trilla True, Floozy Phlegm, a sentient being. And to go with that, we have issue number 2. The first appearance of Volgar Ro. He was the son of Kanjar Ro. And I've got the first appearance of Kanjar Ro in Justice League of America, issue number 3. This is a variant Francisco Martina cover. And he's got a lot of followers and a lot of haters, because he copies a lot of people's work, but I like his work. Then up next, we've got an issue that I still think is very undervalued. Mine's only mid-grade, but what did I pay for it? £3.52. This is The Green Lantern Corps, issue 201. And it's all about this character, guys. The first appearance of Kilowog. He will be a big player going forward in the DC cinematic universe, I have no doubts. Of course, he was in the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. Also the first appearance of Dr. Oops. And then up next we have issue 208 of that series. And the first appearance of the Rocket Red Brigade team. And the Rocket Red himself, Joseph Denisovich. I think they're like a Russian team. Then we have some Green Lantern Corps Recharge, issue number 1. This is the first appearance of the Green Lantern Soranik Natu Thal. And the Green Lanterns Ismot Call, Shorm, Tarkus, Wynn, and Vathsarn. Like I say, a lot of the reason I pick these up, there are characters in my encyclopedia that I can tick off for cheap. Up next, Old School, December 1989. Green Lantern Emerald Dawn. This is the origin retold of Hal Jordan's Green Lantern and the death of the Green Lantern Abrin Sur. 50p I paid for that. And to go with issue 1 of Emerald Dawn, I have issue 2. And this is the first appearance of Legion in the DC universe. And the origin is continued of Hal Jordan. Here's a book that gets worth a bit of coin on a good day. This is an annual. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, Annual 2. I sold one of these the other day. The first appearance of Sodet Yam, Crimfet Tuo, Palagua, Penmarek, Varix, the Children of the White Lobe, and the death of the Green Lantern Grelk. This is a Blackest Night prelude. Paid less than £2 for that, but like I say, that can be a £15 book on a good day. And then we have some more Green Lantern New Guardians from New 52, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of the New Guardians team. To go with issue 1, I have issue 5. And the first appearance of Invictus. Nice Tyler Kirkham cover. Then we have a bit of Sinestro action and Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Special issue 1. And the first appearance of Ion. Ion, who is the entity. Ton of lanterns make their first appearance in this. Too many to name. But I paid less than £2 for that. And Ion is a pretty big character in Green Lantern lore. Then a couple of books to wrap up, guys. We have Final Crisis, Rage of the Red Lanterns, issue 1. And this is the first appearance of the Red Lanterns. Bleeze, Zilius, Zox, Dexter, Fury 6, Ratchet, Vion, Vice. I expect the Red Lanterns to play a big part going forwards. And then, talking of Red Lanterns, I have New 52, Red Lanterns, issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of Rancor. He was John Moore. And the first appearance of the Red Lantern, Night Lick. And then I have Old School again, back to 1992. Guy Gardner, issue number 2. And this is the first appearance of Palandrordnilap, the Gardeners of the Universe. Again, love to get Guy Gardner's first appearance at some point. Definitely on my radar. He will play a big part. Then, another recent Green Lantern title. We got Far Sector, issue number 1. This was gifted to me by Lyric Magic Moments. This is the first appearance of the Green Lantern Sojourner Mulin. That is the variant from Jamie McKelvey. And to go with that, I have the Sean Martinborough variant cover. But it had a bit of heat when it first came out. And finally, a signed book. And this is Flashpoint Hal Jordan, issue number 1. signed by one of my favourite artists way back in early 2017. Here we go, guys. Signed by Ben Oliver. Real thrilled to meet him. So that's it, guys. That's my Green Lantern showcase. Hope you enjoyed it. Got my Green Lantern shirts on. Got me sponsors, Sinistro and Howard Jordan. Please, guys, if you like what you see, please subscribe, like, stick the thumbs up. It means a lot to me. That's Daz over and out. Bye for now.